looking at our past of other pandemics that have happened in this area, I think being able to combat that with these vaccinations.
I went to like my first round dance in I guess 2 years, and it was really beautiful, and I missed everybody in the community so much.
We know that we're taking the next safety precautions during this pandemic to protect ourselves, our family, and our community.
When I got my vaccine, it didn't hurt and I didn't have any symptoms.
I got the vaccine and I had a fever. It was very mild, and it just felt like a little cold, and it went away the next day.
We haven't been able to connect with one another in person for a very long time.
As an Indigenous youth, I'm really grateful with how fast I was able to get my vaccine.
Vaccinations for me mean that I can provide for myself again.
Working in the healthcare industry at the time, taking care of those grandpas and grandmas. Or, your Nokmes, your Kukum, them.
More community stuff can happen. I know people really value that togetherness, especially in remote communities.
We can get together again and be with each other and be safe with everyone.
I believe that our community is actually really, really close and really tied together, and we rely on other people a lot.
To go back home and then see family members again.
I come from an isolated community, and they've been through various lockdown phases, but the main thing we saw was that protected and vaccinated people meant freedom of travel.
Be able to learn their culture in person as well is really important, and it just holds such a stronger connection. So
at one point it was really bad, where when we first introduced COVID, more than half of our res got affected with COVID. And then the more serious we took it, the better.
In my community, it means you keep yourself and others around you safe.
To go back to normal for life before COVID. As we all know, we all missed life before COVID.
My community was so scared about COVID, some couldn't leave their homes and others had no choices but to stay home.
We want to get somewhat back to normal life. We want to be able to, go places again.
For everyone to be safe and to go back to normal.
You are not only protecting yourself, but others in your community by giving those around you less opportunity to get sick.
Getting both shots, that made me feel better, made me feel more safe, going out to see friends, going to the mall.
So, COVID can be over.
We could do a little bit more gatherings, and we'll be safe about it too. They want to show that they care. They want to restore the earth to the way it was.
If I get sick, I get someone else sick, and it spreads like wildfire.
We have our yearly annual Sundance, and it's resuming this year, and this helps a lot of people through sobriety and also spiritually.
It's meant a lot to a lot of people because now they don't have the burden of also getting their family members sick.
Our whole community will be more happy because we'll be able to do more to society.
It gives us that sort of second boost of security and hope.
In my community, the number of received COVID vaccine have allowed us to gather in small numbers and reconnect to our roots and traditions.
My community was lucky that we never had anyone pass away from COVID-19.
Our communities are remote. They don't have the infrastructure to provide for people who are very sick with COVID.
That we are finally moving forward and that we can slowly start going back to our normal lives.
You can bring back the sense of community by being safe and protecting one another.
A lot of grandmas can go play bingo again, and lots of fun stuff.
If we get vaccinated, more people can come and gather with our elders and youth.
We are able to get together again and do activities together and cope with a lot of the
grief and loss that a lot of us have felt over this isolation.
It has meant a way to keep our members, such as our elders, or people who are too young, our youth, who can't get it because of our age, or also members who are unable to get it for medical reasons.